Seattle, Washington, home to renowned franchises present and past, from the Seahawks to the Supersonics, but there is a cornerstone program in this city. It is the Huskies of UW. They've always had a place here, a place of excellence that these fans hope will continue today. A Big Ten showdown is coming, conference implications aplenty that could resonate for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Purdue Boilermakers taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Boilermakers will kick it away to start us off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So the Washington Huskies offense takes the field for the first time today. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape, because that was not pretty. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays, and so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get him in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give him a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to put this losing streak to another digit in the column.
Yeah, I agree. I think there was two big things. I think, one, he was just pressing. He was trying to force the big play to happen when there were other completions to be had. So he's just got to do a better job being patient. And I think the guys around him also have to step up as well. They need to run the football. They need to get that controlled passing game going on early to get into a rhythm, as you said, to help this guy get into a good headspace here early and turn the page from what happened the last time.
The give to the running back from the shotgun.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Just when they're looking run, now up top. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense, not giving up any big plays and forcing the fourth down.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes. The Boilermakers offense has the ball for the first time. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to
breaks into the open. He smashes his way through again. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except... And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Line is set on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Touchdown, Boilermakers! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here's the return from inside his 10. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. And the Huskies can really attack on this 2nd and short. They go to the ground. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to...
Oh, he's got some space! And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
That's a 3rd down the offense simply had to have there. You're obviously trailing early in this game. You're trying to generate some momentum. So 3rd down, defense is playing zone. You just got to find the soft spot in coverage, make it easy on your quarterback. Those two guys able to link up.
Washington has a lot of things working. Set up with another 1st down. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. The give to the back. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a 1st down. The Huskies kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The lost yardage leaves him with 2nd and 11. Using his legs, it's Parker. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Washington coming to the line with another 1st down. The give. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies. Extra point here will tie the game. And he tacks on the extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, every game in the SEC so vital to a team's season, and this one is no different. LSU dug down deep and found a way to secure a coveted road win. And who knows how the pundits will view this one, but I tell you this, it sure beats trying to explain a bad loss. Always interesting to see good SEC teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's 1st down again.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the 1st down? Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to throw it. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Stop right at the 42-yard line as this defense forces a 4th down. The Boilermakers will call on their punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Looking for room, it's Parker. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive points.
And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. He's going to fire deep. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. After ripping off a big chunk of yardage, you figure they're going to go right back after him. 1st and 10 from the 31. Gets it past the marker. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Washington will snap it in the red zone. Off the play fake on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They've done a nice job marching the football down the field to get into this position in the red zone. You throw an incomplete on 3rd down, so the question now, are you going for a touchdown, try to pay this drive off, or are you just going to take the points?
And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football. Looking downfield on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Coleman. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Stone. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. Some misdirection with the counter. Turning it on! And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Purdue!
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
We're through 1, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
They've got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Holds and fires complete to the right. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
Got the 1st down. Looking for more. He's got 93 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. They'll give it to him again. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wide receiver going in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at third and long. Trying to pick up a first down. Looking for room. It's Parker. And again, stopped right in his tracks. Nowhere to run. Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on fourth down.
The defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the second quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Looking to throw on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They're dealing with a second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got it in the middle. It's Harris. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Under fire. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. And how about this guy upholding that linebacker tradition of a Shaq Thompson or a Mason Foster?
And you think about those guys that can do a little bit of everything. They can play the run and be physical, but they have the athletic ability to play in coverage. Just versatile defenders.
Offense breaks the huddle. It's third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Got rid of it just in time.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They'll give it to the back. There he goes. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Pressure coming. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Off play action. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. Hand off from the shotgun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He leaves it with his back. Gets away from one. He's got space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. They'll run it. It's Manuel. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Huskies. The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point is good.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
To the air on second down. Under fire. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Boilermakers send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. That running game was impressive. Unleashes one deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Working well behind the sticks on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. And the Huskies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. They do believe in this 4-down territory stuff. 0 for 4 doesn't stop them from trying a 5th.
Cooler 18. Military stun. Military stun.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
It's a turnover on downs.
Going right to work up top. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
Fires to the tight end. At the 45 on his way. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. One big play can really flip the script of a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just outside the 30. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. The Boilermakers are threatening in the red zone. To the air on 1st down. He makes a grab. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to go up top. It's complete. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. He won't have any problem with the distance, but the angle could be a different story from the left. No good. And here in the 2nd quarter, missed field goal leaves us tied, guys.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Grabbed over the middle. It's Williams. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. He fires to the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. So now it's second and long. Back to pass. He's not afraid to go deep. He's got it down the right side. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. And quickly to the line of scrimmage, they spike it and stop the clock.
No gain on the play.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Going for it all. Touchdown, Washington. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority one. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Seattle for an interesting first half than you? And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first two quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's head back to the gorgeous Pacific Northwest and the fellas at UW.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Washington ready to kick off to start this second half. And he's coming out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. And this is the type of defense that have made the Huskies a factory for pro players.
Yeah, and Reese, when I think about Washington football, I think about defense, I think about right place, right time, great thought process, just physical, make you earn everything they give every single year.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. In that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get. And
lofts one high and deep. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. And the Boilermakers will line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Wants to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. Punts it out of the air. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. They'll run play action. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. The Huskies are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Quickly complete. Touchdown, Huskies! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Stone. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can...
There he goes! The 40! Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25. And that one is why offenses are hungry for big, big plays. They've got it 1st and 10, threatening inside the 30. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
And I'd be worried right now if I were this head coach. I've already had my starting quarterback knocked out of the game, and I'm watching my backup quarterback now get ragdolled around as well. What can we do to protect him and give ourselves a chance to win this game?
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. And this one is anything but routine. A 48-yard attempt from the right hash. He just barely got enough of that one and just barely kept it straight enough, too. They cut into that lead. It's now 28-17. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Shoots it to the left. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Here comes the heat. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. On 4th and 9, the offense will stay on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. From the gun, the running back has it. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. On target. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Boilermakers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Harris. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. The Boilermakers line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Boilermakers!
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, we've got a final score for a notable game today in the American. Tulane delivered the knockout blow early in this one, en route to the type of win that can turn some heads there in the American. trust me when I say the party is on in New Orleans.
He'll get rid of it. Working on the right.
Always fun to see two of the better programs in the American duke it out. A good barometer for both coaches, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Looking for a gap. It's Manuel. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Makes the catch. It's Williams. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. Washington coming to the line with another 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. On the run deep down the right side. Touchdown, Washington. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
He'll bring it out. It's Stone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back to... And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. The Boilermakers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Now the play fake. Pressure got to him, couldn't get rid of it, and they got him for a safety. And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. And some room to work. Breaks into the open. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. And the Huskies come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Looking for an open area to his left. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Huskies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And they are not making a move to the special teams. They are already 0 for 6 on 4th down. Why not go for 0 for 7? Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Wants to go up top. Quickly out to the tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Down to the 12-yard line, it's 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Touchdown, Huskies! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
And how about that? His 2nd receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense. Number 3 is coming soon.
He'll bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And this 4 vertical play is something that every offense in the country has in their playbook, but they don't all run it as good as this offense does. Really nice job making the play call, but when you've got athletes like this and a quarterback that can fit the football into...
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
The defense is just killing it. Success after success after success. If I'm the offense, I got to change something up, or my quarterback's going to be forced to change because he's going to be in the injury team.
With the catch, it's Smith. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's got an open man. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
At the 31. First down for the offense.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. They'll try the run, and he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. That's exactly what happened.
Second down, he'll throw it. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down. From the gun, give on the inside. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the next one.
Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground. And the Huskies are marching down the field. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll test the right side. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Handoff to the lone back. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27. The Huskies pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work.
everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
On the run, it's Manuel. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20. And the Huskies come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. He wants it all. Knocked away, incomplete in the end zone.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense playing the pass, breaking on the football, and making sure he doesn't get another touchdown.
Trying to do it on the ground. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. The Huskies kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Might as well give it to him again. Spins away from the defense. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Touch pass on the run. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They'll use the jet sweep to try to convert here. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. And that lead grows even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
2 teams inside the Big 12 squaring off today, and it's now a final. Here's a quick recap. Utah was like a 65-man mute button. They went on the road and silenced one of the most vocal crowds in football. And it's clear this huge team has adopted the mantra, let your play do the talking. This game may or may not impact the college football playoff, fellas, but it's bound to shake things up in the Big 12 standings.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, he's got some space. He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Give to the running back. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Grab behind the line. It's Harris. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Wide open spaces. Touchdown, Purdue! He got a step and just dusted the field.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
He'll make his way in for the 2, and now they're down by 16. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So, let's see.
And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here's the pressure. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And the Boilermakers will hustle to the line.
Nice job by this defense getting to the QB and getting him on the ground, creating the negative play. This offense must have seen something because they're right back on the ball.
And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. Clock stops and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's taking a deep shot. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Great place to start for this offense. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Turn it! Headed to the end zone. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. A 1st down run in the red zone. And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop. Touchdown, Huskies! And the route is on. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column. That one might have put the finishing touches on this game.
This one is over. Game, set, match. The defense had a chance to maybe kind of keep their team in it, but the offense said, take it to the locker room.
Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Rushes on him. He's going to take off. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Back to pass on 2nd down. Grab near the marker. It's Stone. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
That's a 1st down for the offense.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Bringing the heat. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The Boilermakers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. And he's just going to spike it.
No gain on the play.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. And the rush will get to him at the 25. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Takes a hit as he fires. It's incomplete. A 4th down stop and the turnover on downs. This offense has it with really good field position. That's caught. It's Harris. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking for a crease to the left. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's 1st down. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Even with this lead, they'll throw again. Unleashes to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football. So good. So many ways to hurt you. You saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And, man, we saw that here today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching.